It states here, according to Fabrizio Romano, that earlier this week, Barcelona had informed Luis Diaz's agent that they have prepared to pay 60 million euros for him, but that wasn't enough. For the agent and for Liverpool, they all stated that this was not going to work. Whatever Barcelona wanted to offer, which was once again 60 million euros, they were not willing to negotiate with the club whatsoever. What they wanted was 80 million euros. And the fact that Barcelona had the 60 million euros up and ready showcases that they still have those 60 million euros that they never spent, because we have gotten Marcus Rashford on a loan deal. We're barely going to be spending anything on the player, meaning that we can now move forward and go away from the attack because it has been reinforced, and we can move on towards other positions and use the 60 million euros that we have to reinforce those other positions. It's really, really good. And that is what I do want to talk about for today's video, is who should Barcelona sign after Marcus Rashford? And I think that with 60 million euros, Barcelona can do a lot of damage. Now, first things first, I want to congratulate Joan Laporta and Deco for this operation. This operation is a masterclass in my opinion. It is a loan move that has been confirmed with a 35 million euro buy option for the summer of 2026. Let me tell you, the fact that we do have the opportunity to pay 35 million euros for Marcus Rashford, it's a cheap deal. I don't know how Joan Laporta was able to manage these type of negotiations, but really think about this. If Marcus Rashford brings in a season where he scores 15 goals and provides 18 assists or something crazy like that, 35 million euros, it's going to be such a cheap price. Barcelona would be more than happy to pay that amount of money. Marcus Rashford also accepted a major salary reduction to make it work. He went from 15 million euros a season to 5 million euros a season. Hansi Flick even personally backed this transfer, and he saw him as a vital player to reinforce the left wing position. So once again, it's a masterclass performance from Deco and Joan Laporta. So congratulations to them, and to be very firm on what this Barcelona team is today. We're not a team that overpays for any player. We know the value for each player. We know what we could and could not do, and no club is going to move us. Now, let's talk about what two players that I think Barcelona should get with the 60 million euros. And it is going to be revolving around Dumfries and Grimaldo. That is going to be my pitch. And let me tell you guys why. Barcelona's La Liga spending cap is still very much limited. Even though we have a projected revenue of 1 billion euros, it's still hard for us to maneuver and find top talents out there in the world of football. We already know that we cannot afford players like Luis Diaz at 80 million euros. But this is where Grimaldo and Dumfries do come in, because now knowing that Marcus Rashford will reinforce all areas in the attack, Hansi Flick's system also heavily depends on fullbacks who provide width, who provide pressing and attacking play. With Alejandro getting injured at the end of the season, and the same thing can be said with Jules Koundé from last season, it showcased that Barcelona can be exposed when we are going through Champions League matches without Balde and Jules Koundé. We need more depth. In Flick's system, the fullbacks play like wide midfielders in possession. They push extremely high, they press very hard, they overlap consistently and constantly. And both Grimaldo and Dumfries can thrive in those exact roles because they bring elite level of athleticism and more tactical maturity for sure. Grimaldo had 2 goals and 8 assists in the last season in 32 Bundesliga matches, with 73 chances created and 70 successful crosses. He is also a La Masia graduate, so he is no stranger to FC Barcelona. He also does carry Champions League experience, national team experience as well, and he for sure knows the Barcelona DNA. He fits perfectly within Flick's style. Grimaldo's clause is reportedly around 15 to 18 million euros, which is very low for a player like him. At 29 years old, he can easily give us 3 great seasons, and he offers impact now without any long-term financial risk. With Denzel Dumfries is very much a similar player. Once again, 7 goals, 2 assists in 29 Serie A games for Inter Milan last season. He's 6'2", so he's very tall, dominant in duels, has elite stamina. Think about it, right? Denzel Dumfries was running circles through our team at extra time. Dumfries can really last 120 minutes and really give it his all. So he has Champions League experience and major tournament experience. So he is a player that brings massive physical presence that Barcelona currently lack on the right flank. Now his release clause is going to be 25 million euros. That will be valid until mid-July 2025. So within these next 2 weeks, Barcelona will need to pull the trigger. So Barcelona's going to have to react very quick. And I think that, let's just say worst case scenario, let's say that we get outplayed in these next 2 operations. Let's just say Grimaldo gets sold to us for 20 million euros instead of 18, and Denzel Dumfries gets sold to us for 30 million euros instead of 25 million euros. Worst case scenario, we would be spending 50 million euros in total for these 2 players, well below the 60 million euros that Barcelona were willing to give up for Luis Diaz. And at the same time, we reinforce 2 different positions. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing if Joan Laporta can pull this off. Also for the wages, Grimaldo does earn currently at Bayer Leverkusen 6 million euros gross per per season, while Denzel Dumfries earns 5.8 million euros gross per season. If we were to match these type of wages, because maybe we can negotiate something even lower, because really think about that, right? We were able to do this with Marcus Rashford, Joan Garcia, and other players. We can definitely do the exact same thing with Grimaldo and Dumfries if they want to come. But let's just say, once again, worst case scenario, we have to match those numbers. That would be 11.8 million euros total gross annually, which is just 5.7% of Barcelona's 426 million euro cap in salaries per season. It's very much affordable with this current salary structure. So even though Barcelona isn't yet in the 1-1 rule, apparently, because there has been so many reports stating that Barcelona don't have it or they do have it, I think that in the end, Barcelona can get the job done. Right now, we are on track to sell the VIP seats. They also do want to sell multiple players, and so we'll see what happens. That is going to be my pitch. I believe that Barcelona can and should sign Grimaldo and Dumfries because of 4 different reasons. Point number 1, they fit in Flick's system. Point number 2, they solve the real tactical problems. Point number 3, it's financially responsible. And point number 4, combined, they cost less than one elite winger like Luis Diaz. And we will no longer suffer from depth issues within our bench as we go along through the season. So let me know in the comment sections down below. What do you think Barcelona should do with the 60 million euros that they were willing to give up for Luis Diaz? We now have that. We still want to pull it. We want to use it for other areas. How would you use the money? Let me know in the comment sections down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.